The Leafs win. Three to 2 over the Ottawa Senators. So we have an awesome bounce back win and a really good performance all around. I'm really happy with how we absolutely smothered the Ottawa forecheck, everything like that. We outshot them 40-19, which is really not something that the Leafs have done in the past, where we are the one severely outshooting the other team. It's usually the opposite for that case. But nonetheless, let's just kind of get into it and see what happened. And anyone that watched it knew that it was a absolute opposite of the game prior to this one. We played how we are expected to play. The only negative so far is that Nick Paul scored for the Ottawa Senators and got on the board first. So making it 1-0 Ottawa maybe made it seem like we were going to get swept in this 2-game series. What everyone was waiting for happened 3 games into the season now. Joe Thornton gets his first goal of the season. And it was a really nice one. I mean, he looked off, I don't remember who was with him. I think it might have been Matthews. But he looked off him, and everyone in the building thought he was going to pass. Well, not everyone in the building, but everyone on TV thought he was going to pass. And no, he didn't. He made a really smart shot right by the low blocker of Matt Murray. So that tied it up at 1. Now, what I found kind of interesting when they said on the broadcast was that it took over 30 games, I think 36 games, for Joe Thornton to get his first goal of the season last year. 3 games in, that's a huge improvement. So maybe he can approach 15, 20 goals this year. If he can try to do that, I think the Leafs will be in a really good spot by the end of the season. Now to make it 2-1, Mitch Marner scored his first goal of the season, assisted by Austin Matthews. So Matthews doesn't have a goal at this point, but he does have the 2 assists. And Marner took a shot that kind of bounced off, and it was kind of a strange bounce, but it did end up going in. Hit a couple things, and that's what we want to see. We want to see him taking those shots in the slot, because he's very accurate with his shots, although he might not have the hardest shot. We just want to see him taking those shots a little bit more. So if he continues to do that, again, I think it's going to be a game changer for us. Now, third period came along, and we got a power play, and Austin Matthews gets his first of the season, an absolute snipe. And that's what you want to see, because this game you saw him, he was around the puck, he was around the play like crazy, and you just knew he was going to score. You see the games where he's maybe not playing as well, and you think he's probably not, but when he's aggressive and hunting the puck the entire game and having high quality shots, you know it's just a matter of time, and that's what happened. So Matthews gets his first of the season, took 3 games this time, so this is the first season, actually, where he has not scored a goal in the first game of the season. Obviously, that was said in the first game against the Senators, that it obviously didn't happen against the Canadians, but either way, Matthews is looking really good early on. Now, for the Senators, Tim Stützle, he wasn't as present in the first half of this game as he really could have been. He wasn't averaging too much ice time or anything like that, but the coach seemed to, late in the game, really put him out there and try to get the game back closer than it was, and that's exactly what he did. Now, Stützle scored his first NHL goal on a beautiful play. Now, I didn't really understand what happened when I first saw the goal. From the angle that the camera was, it kind of just looked like a slow pass, but on the replay, you're seeing this, 5 foot in the air saucer flip, and it was a video. It was like a video game type of goal, because the reception difficulty of the pass, it could have hopped over his stick, he could have whiffed on it, he could have not got much on it, but none of that happened. He smacked it home, and it looked like a soccer play. So good job, and congratulations to Tim Stützle. He was looking really good in the World Juniors, and I'm glad that it didn't take long for him to strike in the NHL. And the next 8 times that we see the Senators this year, I'm sure we're going to get very familiar with Tim Stützle. So now the Leafs improved to 2-1-0 on the season, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to get off to a good start. We got a great quality start from Jack Campbell, although it was only 17 saves on 19 shots. He still showed right away that he can get wins as a backup. Right away, that's an improvement over last year because we couldn't really get many wins from the backup with Michael Hutchinson. And that's going to bring us over to just a little piece of Leafs news. So there's some waiver news today, and Jason Spezza and Aaron Dell are being placed on waivers. And hopefully they don't get claimed, but I think the Leafs are very comfortable with Jack Campbell being their backup. And I can't really see them going with like a 3-goalie tandem or anything like that, but they're comfortable and confident in Jack Campbell, and he's maybe going to get some starts over Freddie if he starts really faltering, because it's a short season and they're going to have to go with who is hot. Now, so Spezza being on waivers, his agent said that if he is claimed by any other NHL team, he's going to retire, which I found to be very surprising, but from an outside view as a fan, I think it's a little surprising, but when you kind of look at it objectively and you think, okay, this is a different type of season. They're set up. They want to play on one team. They don't want to be traveling, and I think maybe the risk outweighs the reward for if he was to go to another team, maybe with his family deciding that it wouldn't be worth the risk of coming home and being in contact with all those people. But who knows? Maybe he just wants to finish it off with the Leafs and he likes this group and he's being given a role, which maybe he won't be given a role if he's claimed by another team. Now, just looking on to next game, I'm really hoping to see a little bit more discipline from us. More in the penalty, like stick penalties. It seemed like the last few games we've been having a lot of infractions when it came to slashing, high sticking, hooking, things like that. Just not moving your feet. I just hope that they kind of clean up their act on that, because you just don't want to be on the penalty kill too much. And it seems like a lot of the time where, especially with Ilya Mikheyev last night, just negating the power play when he high-sticked Shabbat, just something you kind of want to clean up. So the Toronto Maple Leafs are playing tomorrow. They're going to be playing the Winnipeg Jets at 7 p.m., and we're going to see what this shortened season matchup is going to be with them. Maybe we're going to develop a little rivalry with them, hopefully, a little Patrick Laine, Austin Matthews type thing. Wonder if Laine is going to continue being hot, because he started off pretty good this season, and maybe he's going to get a little jolt with battling against Matthews. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming by and supporting the channel, everyone who comes by and likes the videos. And don't be shy to comment down below, let me know what you guys think about my takes on anything or anything you see in the game or the NHL. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.